Hi everyone and welcome to Over 50 So What? I'm Carol O'Halloran, otherwise known as the Positive Aging Warrior. Abraham Lincoln said, in the end, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. This show is all about having as much fun as possible for as long as possible. Did you know that 1 in 10 people are providing informal, unpaid care for loved ones? This could be you or someone you know. Support is available, and today we chat to Helen Johnson about her journey caring for her son for over 30 years. 5 minutes a day and you're on your way. We're going to move and groove in the Easy Fitness segment after the break, and then we're chatting to Peter Solis about how you might be able to get into golf at a public golf course without having to buy the equipment. Today, we're speaking with Helen Johnson. She's been a carer for over 30 years to her youngest son, Ben. Ben was born with an extremely rare syndrome causing multiple and severe disabilities. In addition to that, for 7 years, Helen became a sandwich carer, also taking care of her elderly father. Hi Helen, thanks for driving all the way from Gippsland to share your experience with us today.
Hi Carol, thanks for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Now, way back 30 years ago, you've been looking after Ben for 30 years, there was no internet and you didn't even understand that you were a carer. Can you just talk us through what it was like 30 years ago?
Yeah, sure. Well, when we were told there was something wrong with our son and he may not live, it was overwhelming, complex, and we just had to change our whole lifestyle and we had to work out, well, what are we going to do? Obviously my career had to change, my whole lifestyle had to change to support Ben. Ben had multiple surgeries, which was all in Melbourne, which is 180 kilometres from our family home, and my career had to be put on hold. And then someone mentioned to me that you are now a carer, and I said, no, I'm a mother. And but the system and the government recognised me as a carer, and then that's when the research started of what is a carer, what can I get, who do I see?
So how did you find out about Carers Victoria?
Well, it was just word of mouth back then because we didn't have that magical internet, so we couldn't just do a quick Google, but life's different now, thank goodness. But it was word of mouth. Basically, someone mentioned to me they had a child with a disability and they said, you really need to contact Carers Victoria.
Can you talk us through your journey for the last 30 years and some of the things that you encountered looking after Ben?
Wow, how long have you got? So Ben being born with a very rare syndrome, there was only 600 in the world at the time, and also with the diagnosis that he's probably not going to make it. So we were living on edge. I had a career in the banking and finance industry, which I survived that career for 40 odd years. But yeah, it was about making adjustments to our lifestyle. And being available at all times for both my children, because I have my eldest son who's now 33, Jaden, and then I have Ben who's now 30. And it was basically Ben's disability medical problems were the biggest challenge. So Ben was born with the rare syndrome, multiple surgeries, 20 before he was probably 6 years of age. So at 4 years of age, he was diagnosed with severe autism, which was sensory, and so he's still on pureed food to this day, and he's also very rigid. So he still drinks from a straw cup. And interesting enough, I did breastfeed Ben for 3.5 years because he wouldn't take anything else, and they said he would never be able to feed from me, and he did, but the conversion and transition was really difficult. But to this day, he still has a tongue action, which is autism. It's all about that the learning, and it stays with him. So he's still got the same tongue action, so he still drinks from a straw cup. Puree food, incontinent, non-verbal, severe intellectual disability. And then Ben needed another surgery when he was 16, and he unfortunately walked into that hospital, but he never walked out. He became paraplegic due to a post-operative unexplained medical error. So that really turned our world into another place that I couldn't even begin to imagine. The financial impact, the intensity of care, and at the same time, I had become the sandwich carer for my dad, who had come to live with us. Now, specialists told us he was only going to live 12 months, but we have this really good knack of helping people live longer. And my dad lived for 7 years in our family home, and the last 2 years of that he was bedbound and totally incontinent on oxygen all the time. And it was full on. And at the same time, I had been in a Melbourne hospital for 6 months with his paraplegia, with the assumption he was not going to live.
Wow, that's pretty intense. I mean, it's very unfortunate you've had to encounter that, and congratulations for putting in all that effort and giving your father an extra 6 years as well.
Yeah, I know, that was a classic, that one. We wouldn't have had, we wouldn't have gone that direction. But he refused to go into a nursing home. We trialled a nursing home, but no, he just didn't like it. He wanted to come back and live with us, and he did. He returned home and kept on keeping on.
So how has Carers Victoria been able to support you?
So how they helped me was information, connection, and knowing my rights, advocating as a carer, both for the aged, which was my dad, and also for disability. So they were two different streams, and they've become very much so now, two different streams. My aged care wasn't available back then, and NDIS did not exist. Hence, the financial impact was traumatising for us. It was huge, because when Ben became paralysed, we had to modify our home, buy a modified vehicle, buy all the equipment, and we were hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars out of pocket.
For those carers out there at the moment that might be feeling a bit overwhelmed or a bit burnt out, but at the same time they're feeling like they have to look after their family member, they feel guilty if they're not looking after them, what comment would you make? Firstly,
seek out supports. Ring Carers Victoria, because Carers Victoria can help guide carers into whatever service that they would be eligible for, and or the person they care for would be eligible for. Don't go it alone. There is help and support out there. It is exhausting. It can be overwhelming. It's a huge navigation process, whether it be my aged care, NDIS, mental health. It is huge. It's a whole learning curve. But don't do it alone. I really encourage, I've learnt more by connecting with other carers. Others, they become my supportive other. We're like-minded, even though no one has got the same syndrome as my son that I've met 20 in Australia now, so that's pretty exciting. But in Victoria, there's only a few of us that we've been able to connect with. But I connect with all carers now, because we all have a similar lived experience, and we can show and support and guide each other.
I think one of the biggest challenges is the carers are so overwhelmed with the day-to-day things they have to do, they can't even contemplate organising anything else or finding out more information or putting in the extra effort. So can you talk about, you're talking about connecting with other carers, how does Carers Victoria help you connect with other carers?
Just pop on their website. You can see lots of opportunities for online connection, face-to-face connection, or ring the advisory line, and you'll connect likely to a carer, because most of the staff have already got a care experience anyway. Connecting with carers helps unpack I feel as a carer, helps unpack your world, and it helps guide you. And I say to all carers out there, take a breath, be kind to yourself, and then whenever you have that moment of energy, go for it. But then there are days you need to park it. You just need to park it and stop everything and just breathe and be kind to yourself. And that's only something that I've probably learnt in the last 10 years. So I've gone 20 years of full bore, trying to do everything, not even thinking about myself. But now I believe all research shows, but also government promotes to self-care for carers, and that's what's really important, because it is overwhelming, it's exhausting, it is emotionally, physically, mentally draining every day, 24/7.
So thank you so much for sharing all that with you. It seems like an awful lot that you've had to take on, and I'm sure there's people watching that can relate, or they know someone that's in that situation. So thank you so much for your tips and strategies today.
It's my pleasure, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Get on your feet. Not a care in the world. When you've got the music going, you're moving, you can't think about anything else. Step touch. That's it. Best thing to do when you're feeling a bit blue, put on some music and move. Now take a toe to the front. Toe. See, you feel better already. Take a clap. Dum diddly dum. Okay, take it back to a basic. Now take it behind. And a clap. It's only 5 minutes. You can squeeze 5 minutes in every day. Woohoo! 4, 3, 2, 1, walk. Now we're going to do knee lifts 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do it like that, just holding still. Or you can put a bounce. 4 each side. Again. Yes. We're going to do a few more 4s. Because we like this move. She knows what's coming up next. Okay, ready? Doubles. 1, 2. Double. Yeah. That's it. And then should I show you slowly first? Yeah, I think we should show them slowly first. Ready? So knee, cross, knee, back. Knee, cross, knee, back. Knee, cross, knee, knee, cross, knee. Speed it up. Knee, cross, knee, back. Woo! Up, cross, up, down. Up, cross, up, down. Great for your balance, your brain. All of it. Just don't talk because you might forget what you're doing. Okay, singles. Do, do. What is it? Do, 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 do. And we're going to take this forward. Ready? And take it back. And forward. And back. Again, last time. Ready? Step touch. Toe. Yes, not a care in the world. Well done, everybody. Uh-oh, still got music. Keep it going. You have to do it right to the very end of the music. Take the foot behind. That just shows anybody can make mistakes. Are you ready to do double knee lifts again? Okay, double knee. Up, up, up. Again, up, 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 up. Again. You're waiting for it, aren't you? I'm going to go singles. Singles. Now it's the very end. Now we've done our 5 minutes. Not a care in the world. Keep at it. Some of you may be sitting at home thinking, oh, I'd like to get into golf, but I don't have anyone to go with. Well, don't sit at home any longer. Today, we're at Life Activities Club and they might be just what you're looking for. Annie, you're obviously having a good time.
I am, I really am. I didn't think I'd ever play golf again. This is the second game, thanks to Yvette, in 2 years.
Oh, wow, so this is only your second game in 2 years. What sort of a big gap did you have before the 2 years?
Oh, I was playing for a long time, on and off. Yeah, I just had a shoulder operation, so I couldn't play for a year, and then ended up with, I'll say, because I think everybody should come out here and do this with this wonderful group. I have cancer, and I feel like I'm living my best life at last because I've found this fabulous group. It's exercise, it's friendship, it's getting you out there. And to think that I was thinking I'd never pick up a golf club again.
So what would you say to other people who've had shoulder ops and knee ops and hip ops?
I think that most people these days have wonderful physio, and this is the extension of that. Just keep moving, you know, and if you keep moving with such a wonderful bunch of people, you end up with all sorts of lovely friendships happening and additional stuff. I think it's full-on mental health care. Yeah.
And what other groups are you doing?
Oh, well, I'm a part of what's called the Mount Martha Sea Wolves. And we get in the water every morning at 8 o'clock, hold hands, form a circle and howl like a wolf and get all our rocks off. And that's pretty special. And out of that grows all sorts of connections with groups like this one. Yeah.
Are you saying that you actually swim in the ocean all year round?
I'm saying that these wonderful sea wolves do this, swimming through winter, and I started last winter. Actually, I did swim in winter, but I just have had a bit of a break this year, and now I'm going to start again.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
Hi, Pete, you're Golf Operations Coordinator here at the Mount Martha Public Golf Club. Can you tell us about what a public golf club does?
So, golf is a sport that is available to everybody in the community. Public golf course gives everybody in the community access to playing golf. Our main objective is particularly our local community, but also communities that are, people from outside of our community. For example, the lifestyle activities groups, university of third age group, school groups, and everyone in between.
So tell us about, we're at the Over 50 So What show.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about the clients that you see coming through that are a bit older, over 50.
Okay. What I see for people that are over 50, generally people pick up golf when they retire. And I think I was speaking to you earlier today about how we've had members join the golf club that were given a set of golf clubs as a retirement gift and never played golf before, and then picked up the game afterwards and fell in love with it and are now avid golfers and playing competitions.
So if you get given a set of golf clubs when you retire and you've never played golf, can you tell us how you get started?
Yeah, sure. Like, we have a lot of clinics. So we have things that are initiatives from Golf Australia, for example, like Get Into Golf, where people are able to do come and try days, some clinics sessions, so they taught the fundamentals of golf, how to hold a club, what to do, the rules and regulations, etc. And we encourage them to go out and have fun, as well as events like seniors festivals and things like that, where we set up and we try and attract people to come and play and try golf for the first time.
So would you say that most people, older Australians, playing golf are more social than competitive, or do you have like a small group that actually get into the competition side?
There's probably more that are social than competitive. But having said that, there are a lot that enjoy the competitive side of golf as well, and what that does brings.
So today you had a men's competition day. Can you tell us what that meant?
Yeah, sure. So we're affiliated with the Mount Martha Golf Club. They run the competitions here at the golf course, so they both have men's and women's competitions here, and they also run mixed days, which is a good initiative. So today is Wednesday. Today is men's competition day. So we had around about 55, I think, play this morning. The average age in our golf club is, I think, somewhere around between 72 and 74. So people that are way over 50.
That's the average?
That's the average age of our golf club, yeah.
Well, I mean, over 50, so what? Over 70, so what?
Absolutely, over 70, so what?
Now, can you tell us about the 10th hole or the 19th hole? What happens there?
Yeah, sure. So, look, we're a public golf course. We have some very basic facilities here. So obviously we've got a pro shop, which has all your golfing needs, you know, from gloves to balls to tees to bags, etc., etc. Everything you'll need for golf. If you're looking for clubs, we can help set you up in that space as well. Also have hire equipment. You can hire golf carts. We have a 19-hole spike bar, so after you're around, you can have one or two drinks if you like on our lovely deck. And we have very modest, but the kiosk facilities, so small food offerings.
So here you mentioned you've got hire equipment. So if someone's just, you know, wanting to know whether they should invest in their own gear and they want to know if they're going to enjoy golf, they can hire the gear.
Yeah, absolutely. We have clubs, trolleys, motorised golf carts, everything that you need to get started into playing golf. And if you wanted to do in our come and try days, we provide all that equipment.
How do they find out about the come and try?
On our website, mountmarthapublicgc.com.
Oh, awesome! Excellent. Thanks a lot, Pete. I hope we see a lot more under 70s coming in.
Under 70s golfers, that's it. Thanks, Carol.
I think that one of the worst things about just staying in the house is loneliness. And if you start moving and start joining this group of people, I thought I couldn't play golf again. But thanks to Yvette and this fabulous group, I've come along and joined a really friendly, encouraging, wonderful group, and I feel great. I just can't believe it. You know that horrible ad for Toyota where they jump in the air and click their heels together? That's how I feel after being with this group of people. So just do it, guys. Just get out there and do it, guys and girls.
Beauty. That's it.
Oh, that wasn't too bad.
That was terrific.
Wow, I might be a golfer in disguise. Fun, fitness, wellness and inspiration. Today we looked at keeping ourselves healthy while caring for others. We got moving with some exercise and we found a way to give golf a go. Check out Carers Victoria and Life Activities Clubs Victoria. Details also on our website. Please connect with us on YouTube, Facebook, Insta. Over 50, so what? Following Abraham Lincoln's advice, it's the life in your years that count. So let's make the most of every day. I'm Carol, yours in fun at any age.